A very important decision was taken by the Indian Parliament when it passed the appointment of Chief Election Commissioner Bill. The Rajya Sabha has passed the Election Commissioner Appointment Bill amid an opposition walkout. So I want to put before you what the arguments have been from both sides of the political spectrum. First, let's talk about what this bill is all about. What does it talk about? Now, the Chief Election Commissioner and the other election commissioners' appointment and conditions of service and terms of office Bill 2023 seeks to establish a committee of the Prime Minister, the Leader of Opposition in the Lok Sabha, and a Cabinet Minister nominated by the Prime Minister to select members of the Election Commission. So primarily what the bill is about, what the new CEC bill is about is that it will regulate the appointment conditions of service and terms of office of the Chief Election Commissioner, which is the highest office when it comes to anything to do with conducting elections in this country. So this is a bill that will regulate the appointment conditions of service and term of office of the CEC and the other election commissioners or ECs, as also the procedure for transaction of business by the Election Commission. So this is the larger purview of the bill. What is important here is to now understand why the opposition really did a walkout. The opposition staged a walkout of the Rajya Sabha. The opposition position in this matter is that the bill aims to overturn Supreme Court verdict of the 2nd of March that said a high power committee consisting of the Prime Minister, the Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha, and the Chief Justice of India must pick the CEC and the ECs. So this bill is making a dramatic change to the provisions that were laid down by the Supreme Court. The opposition says the bill overturns the Supreme Court verdict and therefore they staged a walkout. Now, when we talk about the opposition, let's be a little bit more specific and first tell you what the Congress says about this bill. What did the Congress say on the new CEC bill? Congress MP Randeep Singh Surjewala said that it completely negates and subjugates the EC to the authority of the executive. This is the most important part. The Congress believes that what this will do is it will make the Election Commission subservient to the executive, to the government of the day. And that is why the Congress opposes this bill. And the Congress further says it does away willingly and maliciously the Supreme Court judgment. That is why the law per se is like a stillborn child. This is the position of the Congress party, one of the primary opposition parties. What does the AAP have to say about the bill? AAP member Raghav Chadda said the bill is illegal. You cannot overturn SC judgment without changing the basis of judgment. The bill is against the basic structure of the Constitution. He also alleged that through the bill, the government wants to put a system in place so that they can appoint their yes men. And yes men were to the highest body, appointment of the Chief Election Commissioner, the body that regulates the entire process and supervises the entire process of election in this country. That is where the government means to make changes and in a way overturn the Supreme Court judgment. So that is the Aam Aadmi Party's position. Now let's come to what the government defends, how the government defends itself, what the government has to say on this bill. Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal rebutted opposition allegations that the bill is brought to circumvent the Supreme Court judgment related to the appointment of CEC and ECs. Rather, he said it is in accordance with the direction of the Supreme Court judgment and to ensure separation of power as in the Constitution. The government completely defends its move. It says that this is a false allegation, that it is rebutting the Supreme Court judgment. The government believes that it is very much in line with the Supreme Court judgment. It says there is a separation of power here, which the government has adhered to. So that is largely what the Election Commissioner Appointment Bill and the controversy around it, the politics around it is all about. It's important to understand that this important piece of news has got somewhere lost in the news wheel because everyone is busy looking at the oath-taking ceremony of the new chief ministers in Madhya Pradesh and other states and the appointments of the new faces. But this is a very critical piece of information. It is relevant to all of us as voters, as citizens of this country, that the highest decision-making body when it comes to appointment of the election commissioner, the chief election commissioner, there has been a change brought about in it. And according to the opposition, it is not in accordance, not in line with the Supreme Court judgment.